Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey Callahan and I'm an MPH candidate in Family and Community Health at Purdue University. Today I'll be presenting my project entitled Prisma Health Emergency Management Preparedness. To give you a little bit of a background on my community partner, Prisma Health is a 501c3 nonprofit health organization that was founded in 2017. It's one of the largest employers in the state of South Carolina, and it takes care of about 51% of the patient population in the entire state. Within Prisma Health, there are several different departments, and the department that I decided to work with for this project was the Emergency Management Department, whose responsibility is overseeing disaster responses throughout the entire health organization and all of its locations in the state that are involved in disaster response. The two biggest needs identified to me at the start of this project were the need for additional bedding in disaster response scenarios and the need for mobile incident command centers for emergency operations to take place in different locations rather than one central location, as is currently this scenario that takes place during disasters. Some of the outcomes that I was hoping to accomplish by getting grant funding were to set up these two additional locations for emergency management operations during disasters so that there would be a smaller delay in response time on set, and that would hopefully result in a 10% reduction in mortalities. Additionally, by having the extra bedding, the goal was to provide immediate treatment for an additional 25 patients that are not being treated at the onset of a disaster event currently, which would hopefully also lead to a 10% reduction in mortalities. The goal is to have the grant funding completed and all of the equipment in working order and incorporated into the emergency response plan within 1 year of the grant receiving the funding. This timeline is laid out in the timeline section on this poster, and it's broken down into quarters where you can see the timing of each event that must take place in order to fully integrate this new equipment into the emergency response plan and have the staff trained in these efforts. The budget is laid out in the budget section of this poster, and the total budget with everything incorporated, including a 10% administrative overhead contingency, would be $26,499.41. In order to effectively evaluate the incorporation of this new equipment into the emergency response plan, it's best to receive feedback from the staff in order to define what success looks like to them. Use the grading criteria that is already set up in place by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, along with this new criteria that the staff has defined. Conduct the disaster event simulations that are already taking place every month and use the new equipment during this time to increase the score, as well as to be able to see if the staff's feedback is being met as well during this time. I would like to take this time to also acknowledge Prisma Health, the Emergency Management Department, the Emergency Medical Services Department, Jason Kirk, and Dr. Jordan Bradway for all of their assistance throughout the entirety of completing this project. And if there are any questions about my references, they are also listed at the end of this project. I hope that I've done a good job of explaining in this short amount of time what I was doing during this project. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.